right now that the two leading candidates would be Edward Kennedy and Hubert Humphrey. If you started this year, of course, that's 1972. Candidates in 1969 or potential candidates often fade out within 3 years and new men arise. You can't look in that far into the future and say what to say. But right now, undoubtedly, Kennedy and Humphrey are the leading Democrats in the term of popular support and party support. At the second echelon, you'd say, would be Muskie, and along probably behind him in the third one, but close behind, would be McCarthy and neighbor from Oklahoma, Fred Harris.
Are there any plans to return to public life in the future?
Well, we haven't any definite plans that direction. I wouldn't be too surprised if he should run for office again. We liked it. We love it. And once you're in it, it's something that, you miss in a way. And but I don't know. Living with Hubert, every day of life is a challenge, and it's always exciting. And
Would you have any advice for a woman whose husband is perhaps thinking of entering politics?
well, my greatest help, I think, perhaps to be would be to advise that she participate as much as she possibly can. This is hard for a young wife whose husband is running for office, and I know that very well too because our children were small when Hubert ran for mayor. But to be a part of it as much as you can and be with him so that you can know the people that he knows and understand the things that he feels deeply about.
What is at the base of such a high rate of venereal disease?
Well, for one thing, of course, there is more chance for contact. This is intimate contact. Second, there is definitely a tremendous mobility in the population, so that in addition to certain social conditions in some areas of the city, I think it's conceivable that the rate of venereal disease would be high.
Can we look for the rate to go down in the future?
I think so, with the importance of trying to detect every case that has been infected and treating them, then hopefully the chain of transmission would be broken. But how soon could this happen? It's anybody's guess.
Criminal District Judge Dutch Winters has announced he has completed agreements with the Rio Grande Valley city of Edinburgh for a change of venue in the Clifford Darrell Carroll murder case. Carroll is charged with the slaying of the 3-year-old daughter of his common-law wife. The new trial on the change of venue has been set for May 5th down in the Rio Grande Valley. Tarrant County commissioners are back from their trip to Austin now. They talked down there with legislators from this area about the much recently discussed Amendment Number 11, which provides for what a county government is to do once the cities in the county have incorporated all the land in the area. And they've come up with a conclusion that we reached a week ago. They're not going to do much, if anything, under Amendment 11. As Keith Richardson says, I think it's probably useless, and I don't think we're going to do anything with it. Still another hat has been thrown into the race for place number 7 on the city council over here in Fort Worth. That's the seat held by Frank Dunham, Jr. He says he won't run again. Today, Dickie Salinas says he's one of 4 contestants who would like to have that seat. And out at Richland High, parents tonight learned about the possibilities of their helping their youngsters understand the dangers of drugs. A film was shown there. It will probably later be shown to parents in other areas of the community and will be shown probably to many school classes as well as part of the overall concerted effort to stop the use of marijuana, LSD, and other drugs in the public school systems. This is Jerry Taff, Channel 8 News, Fort Worth.
Well, they're very, very expensive planes, but it's very modest when you count the cost of this anti-ballistic missile system. They're asking $5 billion to start, and that Senator Stuart Symington, who was Secretary of the Air Force and very informed on military costs, Senator Symington says that this anti-ballistic missile system will cost $400 billion. So the F-111, though attacked as being expensive, it's a modest cost compared to the cost of anti-ballistic missile systems and other systems like that.
What is your position?
I'll support the request for the F-111. On the ABM, well, I'm studying that now. I have a petition on my desk. I would like to stay in Texas Saturday. I'm going back tonight to work on it over the weekend. Very, very smooth on the surface. Speaking of togetherness and forward together and impartiality and undercover, they're ripping the Democrats out of office with a ruthlessness that probably hasn't been seen in many years around Washington.
Specifically, what are we talking about?
Well, for example, the Post Office Department. Out of the 15 regional directors, they've ripped 13 out of office, gave them 24 hours notice. Going to get rid of this politics they talked about. Well, they've appointed in the Post Office Department one vice president from the Union Carbide Company, and he's already, out of these 13 regional directors, appointed 2 of those out of the Union Carbide Company. I call this kind of a corporate nepotism the Republicans have installed in this administration already. And the 5 Southwestern Farm Home Administrators, this is very important to Texas.